Hi everyone, this is your boy Sam, all the way from Ontario, Canada. Uh, Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing. It means a lot to me. Today, I'm having here with me a special someone I respect so much. I'll be reading biography and I'll just be doing a little introduction about our guests for today. I'm having here with me Aladetoyinbo. He's a child of God, privileged to be a medical specialist and a pastor of RCCG, Rema House, Sanya in Ontario, Canada. Her training began in Nigeria, where she completed her medical degree and thereafter completed her residency training in Republic of Ireland and certified with the Royal College of Physicians in Ireland and the Royal College of Physicians in Canada. She has worked and continues to work for over 2 decades as a medical doctor, with a half of her work history in Canada. Our passion is to serve God primarily and through our service to others, glorify God. Okay, and lastly, she is having a master's degree in public health, and she's using it as a tool to leverage on, as well as the foundation of her pediatric experience of 15 years and a medical school degree of exactly 25 years this year. Join me, welcome our mommy. Let me put some jara. Mommy, my own mother, my pastor, the lead pastor of Redeemed Christian Church of God here in Sanya, Ontario, Canada. Let me add this another jara. She's the best pediatrician in the entire North America. That is Canada, United States, and Mexico. And you can argue with your keypad with this. She's one of the best top 10 pediatricians in the entire world. Join me, welcome my mommy, our pastor, Dr. Aladetoyinbo.
Thank you so much. Thank you to my audience. Thank you so much to my wonderful host. It's a privilege. I do not take it lightly. I had to chuckle when he said I'm the best pediatrician in North America, when I've only practiced in Canada and in Europe. But thank God for all these opportunities and experiences. I do not take any part of these experiences lightly. They have broadened my knowledge, and I am so thankful to be on this great platform. I hope that I will be of help to somebody out there. I hope that I can be of help answering 1 or 2 questions about your children on this platform, and as time permits, not necessarily on this day, but on other occasions, be able to capture some adult topics and some public health questions that may be burning in your heart. So thank you for having me, sir.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. And this will be our first edition, conversational, session on my YouTube channel. It will be quite interesting, okay? So kindly stay tuned and watch till the end, okay? So, mommy, I have 2 questions for you today, ma, okay? And I know for sure you do justice to all these questions, okay? So the first question is, it will be related to maybe a mother and a new baby, okay? So the first question is, I'm a new mom and I don't know how to tell if my baby is having enough from being breastfed. So,
thank you for that great question. Yes, thank you. You know, I'm a baby-friendly kind of person, and I'm joyful to hear this kind of question coming from a new mom that really wants to do her best, giving the best food to a baby and still ensuring that a baby is getting the optimal growth from what she's able to supply. So for new moms, especially first-time moms, there's always a level of anxiety of, oh, am I even doing it correctly? I have no guidance. There's really no manual that came with the baby. And, the right avenue, fine, there is the Dr. Google, but you can't do without asking your pediatrician. So these are places and resources that you get the most reliable information, and I will try my very best to give you some tips and some guidance as to how you can be certain that you're actually feeding your baby right, especially with breast milk. So first of all is that you yourself, you're in a good mental state, because breastfeeding is connected to your brain. So your mind has to be right. You cannot afford to be depressed if you're going to breastfeed successfully. So I thought that would be key to mention, because your brain actually has a lot to do with the output of your breast milk. We can never underestimate the importance of having social support around a new mom. It could be in terms of your mother-in-law, it could be in terms of your own mom, it could be in terms of your church members, or community of friends, to just help and maintain all of that connectivity is a great deal. But at the same time, you're probably wondering, oh, then what's left of my time to actually ensure that I give my baby the best? I'll say, yes, you will still be able to allocate the ideal time. So take, for example, you're meant to breastfeed your baby from both breasts, allocating 20 minutes on each side. And maximum effective feeding time is 45 minutes. So assuming you have the 20 minutes on one breast and the other 20 minutes, then the 5 minutes is to reposition and to maybe give a burp here and there in between. So your baby, the effective feeding time is about the 40-45 minutes. And baby must not be sleepy during those times. So as much as possible, you want to be sure that the baby is actively nursing. And at the same time, you want to program your baby. Of course, it's always difficult in the first few weeks to fully schedule a baby, but I can let you know here that by the 3rd week of life, you can actually be successful in putting your baby on a 3-hourly feeding schedule. It's still a lot, because it means every 3 hours the baby should be ready to feed, and that is amounting to 8 times in a 24-hour period. But the baby doesn't need those regular feedings. They should not be deprived of those feedings. The first 3 months of life is very, very crucial in brain development. And that will be why it is really key for, if you're gonna breastfeed, then you have to really sit up and face it and do it successfully, but it is possible. Like I previously said, it contains the best nutrition. Not only that, it's easier to digest. Not only that, it has a lot of immunity boosting ingredients. It also has a lot of things that will help the baby's brain and vision, especially. Not to say that other areas aren't involved, but the baby's brain and vision develop real well, on the mother's breast milk.
Wow.
So then, how do you objectively tell if the baby is feeding well or if the baby is getting enough from the breast? First of all, as a mom, you would know that you do have full breasts, and the more you put the baby to the breast, the better for you.
Wow.
So it's always best to stick to the recommended 3-hourly, and some might even like it so much they're doing it every 2 hours, but I just worry about them getting sleep in between. So
tired.
the 3 hours, exactly, and getting too tired. So the 3-hourly, if it's the effective 40-45 minutes, that is totally decent. And in this case, I'm talking about babies that were born at term, because we have a special group of babies that are premature babies. The case is going to be handled in a different video.
Okay.
So this is for those that are born at term. So meaning carried to 37 completed weeks of pregnancy up to 42 weeks, as the case may be.
Okay, that's 9 months.
So that's, well, our people refer to it as 9 months,
yeah.
but it's a range.
Okay.
And that is
In
the
weeks.
range in weeks.
Yeah.
That's how best to address that kind of a term, of definition of a term baby.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and again, in the first 10 days, babies will lose 10% of their birth weight. So, but it's not a reason to panic, as long as the baby is not dehydrated. So then, how do you know if your baby is not dehydrated within the first 10 days? Babies should be having at least 4 wet diapers in 24 hours. Average is 4 to 6 wet diapers. So even though they may not necessarily have a weight gain in those first 10 days, but you're sure that they're not dehydrated. So that would be the most important. Not to say that pooping is not important, it's equally important. And some of them do need to pass much more frequent stools in those first few days. If they happen to have been jaundiced, you will find that if they're fed well, they will excrete the jaundice through their poops and their pees. So beyond the 10 days and within an average of 2 to 3 weeks of life is when they actually gain their weight back to the birth weight. So I hope I've been able to allay somebody's anxiety about, first 10 days I went to my nurse or doctor and the baby is losing weight. It is normal in the first 10 days, but those markers, objective markers of hydration, remain key.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, and to quantify it further, a gain of 15 grams at the minimum will be expected beyond the 10 days then. So daily gain of 15 grams. Okay. Of course, I wouldn't imagine that somebody will be placing their baby on the scale every day because it has a way of driving anxiety. Yeah. So then, it means in a week period, I expect an average weight gain of 200 grams per week. That will be beyond the 10th day of life. All right, I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, I've learned a lot. You made mention of breastfeeding on both side of the,
Yes.
Because I usually see most women, they just do it one side and maybe for 5 minutes and that's it. So there's 40 minutes and total. You change from side to side. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. And the last question for this session is, I'm worried about my infant who has